Loading your business app data into Snowflake usually means Snowpipe, or an OpenFlow connector. But that's a separate pipeline to set up and maintain for every source you want to connect to Snowflake. When any of them crash, you're the one who needs to fix it. Well, you can skip all of that. With Coupler.io, you pull data from 400 plus sources into Snowflake, all from one place, no code, just a few clicks, and each source takes under 5 minutes to set up. Connect your account, choose what data to load and where it lands, set a refresh schedule, and you're done. Only the fields you choose ever make it to Snowflake, so you can keep your tables tidy and potentially even save on storage. And it doesn't stop at Snowflake. The same data flow can simultaneously load to, say, Claude and Power BI as well. Normally, that's 3 separate setups and independent connectors you need to maintain. With Coupler.io, it's all within a single interface. Let me show you how to get started. First, I'll create a data flow from scratch. I'll name it and pick a source. Let's use Google Search Console, since I want to keep an eye on how my site's performing in search. I'll connect my account and choose the fields I want. Search Console returns a row for every URL every day. Thousands of them. I don't want all of that in one table, so in the dataset view, I'll filter just to blog pages. Then I'll connect my Snowflake account and point it at a database and a new table, blog pages. Now, as for the import mode, here it matters a lot. Replace overwrites the table each run, and append adds new rows instead. I'll pick append because Search Console only keeps 16 months of data before Google deletes it for good. Sync to Snowflake on a schedule, and you keep a history that goes back much further than Search Console ever will. After setting the refresh schedule, anywhere from once a month to every 15 minutes, I'll hit save and run, and that's it. My blog search data is in Snowflake. To make this even more useful, I'll set up a second flow from the same source, but filter the other way. Everything that isn't the blog, namely my landing and product pages, goes to a separate landing pages table. Two clean tables ready to query. No SQL, no sorting it out after it lands. The data arrives already organized. Now, remember I said earlier that one data flow can push to several destinations at once? Well, here's that in action. I'll add Power BI as a second destination, so the same Search Console pull also lands in a report. And Coupler.io has a free Power BI dashboard built for Search Console, so there's nothing to design, just point it at your data. On top of that, if I'd also like to dive into conversations with AI about the same data, I can connect Claude in a few more clicks and simply ask how my blog posts are performing. Same Search Console pull, landing in the warehouse, a dashboard, and an AI chatbot, all from one setup. One last thing, there's a built-in AI agent right inside Coupler.io that lets you query all your connected data without leaving the app. It's handy for a gut check during setup, before the data even hits Snowflake or Power BI, but it's just as handy afterward, whenever you want a quick answer without opening a report. Let me ask the agent which posts get tons of impressions but barely any clicks. There's a quick insight. A few explainer posts, tens of thousands of impressions, but barely 1% click-through. They rank fine, but the answer's already in the search result. And that would be all for today. Now you know how to load filtered and organized data into Snowflake from over 400 sources. And with this same setup feeding your AI and BI tools, you'll always have your data everywhere it needs to be. You can try Coupler.io for free, no credit card required. The link is in the description. If you found this useful, give us a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And in case you want to learn more about conversational analytics or connecting your data to Claude, I'll link those videos above and in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.